Get ready to dive into a world where empires stand on the brink of war and terrible monsters tear at the fragile borderlands of men. The Adventurer-Conqueror King System Imperial Imprint, or as we like to call it, Acts 2, is now live on Kickstarter. Acts 2 is the new edition of the acclaimed best-selling fantasy role-playing game. You'll find everything you need to enjoy epic fantasy campaigns with a sweeping scope. Whether you want to crawl through dungeons, experiment with alchemy, crossbreed monsters, run a merchant emporium, raise an undead legion, or even conquer an empire, Acts 2 supports your playstyle. Acts 2 integrates experience point mechanics, making campaign activities a seamless part of the core gameplay loop. Your character levels up in new and exciting ways each time you play, adding massive replayability to each of your adventures. Acts 2 offers 18 character classes, 378 spells, new combat mechanics, and so much more. Support Acts 2 on Kickstarter today. Hello, and welcome to Knocked Prone, a podcast of high crits, small fits, and varying wets. My name is Cade, and I am the host and dungeon master of this Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition adventure, and I am joined here by the players to my left.
Mason playing Lakir.
Brooklyn playing Litzy.
Danny playing Tess.
Caden playing Blink.
All right, as last we left our adventurers, went through the 4 outcasts and went shopping. As they went shopping, they found some cool stuff. They went to an inn to get a good night's rest. Had some disturbing dreams. Lakir dreamt of dead people. Tess dreamt of the Dragonborn lady who showed him the path to get to the feywild with their time anchors. Litzy had a dream of Amalek and her father, somewhat of a vision of the past, potentially. And Blink had another vision of the past as he saw himself getting given as a baby from the druids to wolves to be raised in the woods. And then as they woke up, Tess told them they had to hurriedly go to Boggy Billy's stew in order to find the time portal into the Feywild. They went, found Boggy Billy, unfortunately dead, and found a note tied to Boggy Billy that said, "A lesson to anyone who assists the Grey Aura. I'm coming for you." Signed, Amalek the Unstoppable. And that's where we left off. What would you guys like to do?
As I read the note, I'll say, "This was my father's doing. We have to stop him."
Do you think he's in the area, or do you think he sent someone?
Knowing him, he did this himself. I don't know if that's true, but it may as well be. Let's find your family and find your people, and then we come back and we deal with him.
That's an important priority for sure.
Well, I do think that going through this portal will take us to the places we need to be. I know that's a little bit scary to go through, unknowing where it will lead us, but that is where we need to go.
I'm ready.
Amalek's gonna catch these Dragonborn hands, dude.
I'm gonna go through.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm just gonna run and do like a really ungraceful swan dive through the portal.
Okay.
I'm going to attempt to bring Boggy Billy's body with us, if possible. I don't know how good my strength is, so yeah, pretty bad. So I try to tug him for a while, and then I'll just abandon it, whisper, "I'm sorry."
I see you struggling, and I come over and I help you lift him.
Okay, I'll give you like a nod, and then drag him through the portal.
Yep, and you guys, it takes a minute, but you guys drag him through the portal, and as you enter into the portal closes behind you. And you are in the middle of a thicket of trees. These trees, they're covered in brown sap on the trunks. They look gummy almost. They're not quite what you have expected from trees before, but they are tall trees. And in the center of this thicket of trees, there is a big green troll with huge claws. He has slicked back hair. It's short on the top, but long in the back and curled in this mullet type hairstyle. He has neon pink parachute pants and a white tank top with these sweet neon blue roller skates that are on his feet that are just emanating with this magical essence. And he's carrying this boombox on his shoulder that is just absolutely blasting these synth pop beats out of it. And he just gives off like this 1980s vibe, like he's from the 1980s. The troll has this red Dragonborn woman pinned to the ground, and Blink, Tess, and Litzy, roll me perception checks.
13.
19.
8.
So, Blink, you will notice that your scales are covered in sunflowers. Like, all over your entire body are just these sunflowers. Litzy, you'll notice your hair is braided with daisies, and these daisies seem to be connected to your body. And Tess, Tim is no longer on your shoulder. You realize he is enormous. He is the size of a Great Dane.
Tim!
And Lakir, you notice a Dragonborn being attacked by a troll. So, so this Dragonborn woman is getting slashed, and she is being pinned to the ground and is not looking like she is winning.
I'll look up at Blink, who's helping me carry the body, and I'll say, I think your people are in danger. Go! And I'll try to, like, hold up the body, but without his help, I'll probably just have it flop to the ground.
Okay. So, if we're going to start initiative.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Everyone roll initiative for me, please.
15.
17.
23.
13.
So, Tess, with a 22, you will be first.
I'm just gonna cast. How far away are they? Can I run to the Dragonborn woman who is pinned?
You guys appeared on, like, the other end of the thicket from them. You're about 45 feet away from this troll on top of this Dragonborn lady.
Being able to not quite reach her, I'm going to get as close as I can and cast Healing Spirit, since it is slightly ranged, right over by her. Yeah, and so that is what I do, and it is going to be cast. It's a 5-foot area, so I guess just right on top of her.
Okay. Yeah. So, as you run through this thicket of trees, you hear in the trees that you run past, oh, man, I can't believe that the Dragonborn brought backup. What a wuss. Yeah, what an airhead. I can't believe she brought backup in, brah. And then you, like, continue and cast Healing Spirit, and then they all, like, ooh, for a second. And then with that, is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
It is Lakir's turn.
Okay. Does the troll seem injured at all?
Hardly.
Okay. Would any of the studying that I did in Great Grumbopolis would I have read about trolls?
Yes, but you are not sure whether these trolls in the Feywild are going to be different than the trolls that are in the material plane. You have a general sense of what they are, but unaware whether this troll is going to be different from the material plane.
Okay. I will just do the tried and true, and I will summon... I'm level 5 now, so I will summon 4 darts, and then I will cast Magic Missile and send all of them towards Mr. Troll.
Okay, roll to hit.
Also run up 30 feet.
Okay.
So yeah, 7 to hit for the first one, 10 to hit for the second, 17 to hit for the third, and 22 to hit for the fourth.
2 of those hit.
Okay.
So the 17 and the 22.
Okay, so that's 12 points of damage from that, and then an extra 11 from the magic missiles. So 23 points of damage.
Points damage? Okay, wonderful. The troll looks over at you and is like, brah, you're harsh and my mellow. Get out of here. This is not about you. And then as he turns his head, he notices Blink standing behind you. I told you to come alone. And then it's his turn. Tess, will you take an attack of opportunity as this troll passes by you?
Yeah, so I will not take an attack of opportunity.
As you're walking.
I casually try to trip him, but he just
Yeah, you think about it, and then you're like, oh, he's massive. And then he runs over to you, Blink, and he will take 3 attacks against you.
Okay.
Ooh. A 17 to hit.
Yes, that hits.
A 19 to hit.
Yes, that hits.
And another 19 to hit.
That also hits.
Okay. He'll deal 1 bite against you and 2 claw attacks against you 13 points of piercing damage, 16 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And with that, he's like, you should have stayed in the summer court. You're going to make me Ralph with your grody body, brah. And with that, that is his turn.
Okay. Which, is it my turn now?
Yes.
Okay. So he hits me and takes my health down almost all the way, and I ignite and become engulfed in flames and take the form of the flame spirit protector. Is that
Like
what
a
it is?
flame elemental spirit.
Okay, yeah. So I take the form of a flame spirit protector.
Yeah, so like as he hits you for all but one of your hit points, your tattoo is protecting you, and it glows, and then it bursts into flame, and that flame spreads all over your body, and you are welcome to make your attack.
So I hit him with flame seed, and that's a natural 20. Look at that.
All right, yeah,
Boom.
that hits. All right. That's
So
gonna be a
then,
lot of damage.
let's see. So then it is 10 fire damage.
Okay, so you deal this fire damage against this troll, and it catches his parachute pants on fire, and they've already got like a few claw marks in them, but he's like, get off me! Why are you wigging out over here? Is that the end of your turn?
Yes, that is the end of my turn.
Okay, and with that, it is going to be... I'm so sorry. Let's see, we totally missed your turn.
I was just trusting the process.
Okay, let's see, you are up. Go ahead and take your turn. I
Okay.
apologize.
I'm going to attack the troll right in front of me.
Okay.
And I'm going to take out my new trusty nunchucks. Attempt to hit this guy. 24 to hit.
24 will hit.
7 damage.
Okay, you hit him for 7 damage, and he's like, you wastoid! You're gonna ruin my look! Back to the top of the order. Tess, your turn.
How's the Dragonborn lady looking?
He will heal for max, back up with 10 hit points, and lets out like the... And you see that she is also covered in flowers. She's covered in roses, and breath returns to her body as she was pretty much on the verge of death. And she looks at you and she whispers, thank you. I knew you'd come.
Is Blink bloodied?
Blink has 1 hit point.
Yeah, but I'm like, I'm like flames. So there's no blood to see,
The effects of Blink's tattoo, it effectively works as a wild shape, but only if he gets down to 1 hit point. Will he wild shape into a flame elemental spirit.
And I cast Cure Wounds on her.
Okay, so you healed this Dragonborn lady up at
7.
7. She looks to be in a much better condition than she was, obviously, when she was near death. And with that, is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn, Tess?
No, that's it.
Okay, Lakir, it is your turn again.
Seeing the effect that fire had on it, I assume I was able to see that.
Yes, it doesn't seem like... It seems like it might be just afraid of fire, not necessarily weak to fire.
Gotcha. Either way, it's my only damage spell higher than level 1, so I'm casting Scorching Ray at it.
Wonderful.
23 to hit, 11 to hit, which misses, and 20 to hit.
So 11 misses, but then the others hit.
It takes 5 points of fire damage from the first one, and 7 from the second one. And then that will be my turn.
Okay, so as this fire burns him, you hear the voices from the trees that go, Topher, you just got totally burned. Oh! Topher, the troll, looks over at the trees and is like, voices, stop following me. And with that, it will be Litzy, your turn.
Actually, I'm going to attack with my nunchucks again to the troll that's just right in front of me. Got a 9 to hit. Yeah, I would like to use a luck point. 14 to hit.
A 14 unfortunately misses. So your nunchucks swing, and it like swings past your hat. And for whatever reason, like you're just not used to it yet, so it doesn't quite hit. And
Okay.
then, is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
Okay, and with that, it will be Blink's turn.
Okay. So I'm going to move within 5 feet of Litzy.
Okay.
And I'm making sure that I'm still at least 10 feet away from the troll. And I'm going to, cast fiery teleportation.
Okay.
So Litzy, you have to be willing for this to work, but you feel you see me come up behind you, flame spirit, and you feel the sense as if you're about to be teleported by me. Do you accept this offer?
Trusting as ever, I
Okay.
accept the offer.
A notification appears above your head. Blink would like to teleport you. Accept, deny.
I click accept.
Friend request accepted. Okay, so now we are going to teleport back over with the main group so that you're not just stuck being the only one getting pounded on by this troll.
Yes,
Love it.
you teleport her over near the other Dragonborn and Tess and Lakir. Okay.
But the troll does need to make a dexterity saving throw against my spell save, which is...
And 9. I believe that's going to fail.
Yes, it does fail. My spell save is a 14. So
Okay, wonderful.
All that means is he gets caught after I fiery teleport, basically like a small like flame explosion hits everything within 10 feet, and he is going to take 6 fire damage.
Okay. It burns him. It singes the back of his mullet, writhing with anger as he does this like cool spin move on his roller skates to try and evade your attack, but it does not work, and he ends up ripping his pants a little further. With that, it will be the troll's turn, and seeing the four of you plus the Dragonborn running away, he's going to inline skate towards you guys, doing some cool moves, and like he does a split halfway and then pops back up, and then he takes half of his movement to do a split and moves the 10 feet to you guys. 15 feet actually to you guys, and he's going to attack this Dragonborn woman with his bite attack, and will hit her for 10 points of piercing damage, so she's back down to 3. He will deal a claw attack against her, dealing another 9 points of slashing damage, and she will again be knocked unconscious. And then he will turn towards Tess and will say, "Move out of the way, doofus," and will like push you, and like he'll use the rest of his movement, enter into your space, and then attack over your head and try and hit Blink. Does a 9 hit your armor class, Blink?
No.
Okay, then he will be like, "Oh, bogus, bro," and then he's gonna like continue to shimmy back and forth with his skates as he's like working up a sweat, and his like he like rips the middle of his white tank top, so it's like a really deep V now. And anyway, that is the end of his turn. It is the Dragonborn's turn. She rolls a natural 1 on her death save, so that is 2 death saves in her column.
At the beginning of her turn, she heals 6.
Oh,
Sorry.
right. So she
I'm
heals
trolling.
for 1d6.
She just keeps getting knocked out and healed. What is this hell? I'm like,
I was thinking when she fell down again, I'm like, this is Tess's nightmare.
Yes, so she heals back up for 4 and has 2 exhaustion points now on her. Yeah, she's not looking great. She is going to spend her turn trying to mend some of her wounds, and she will heal herself up for another 6 points. So she's back up to 10. And with that, it is Tess, your turn.
I'm sorry. I'll heal you more this time, and I will cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level, allowing me to use a 2d8.
And then you hear from the trees, "What's wrong, Topher? Can't take on a bunch of kids."
13 healing.
13, dang. Okay, yeah, so she is looking...
Without like thinking of who Topher is, I'm like, be nice.
Hey, that kid's a dweeb. With that is going to be Lakir, your turn.
Okay. I will. Just gonna cast my darts again and cast magic missile and throw another volley at him. So an 11 to hit, which or 12 to hit, which misses. A 23 to hit.
That hits.
A 13 to hit.
Misses.
And an 18 to hit.
18?
Mm-hmm.
Hits.
Okay. And then so 2 hit, so that's 12 damage.
Yep.
And then 13 points of damage from that, so 25 points in total.
So Topher is not looking so hot. He's got blood dripping down. His parachute pants are almost completely ripped into like this short type thing with like a line down the crotch seam, and like he's got beads of blood and sweat just drenching his white tank top. With that, is that the end of your turn?
I will move around him and try to interpose myself between him and the Dragonborn lady, basically.
Which I was also trying to do, kind of.
So you agilely, like gracefully try and move around this troll. He kind of like, he probably would have been able to hit you if he wasn't so focused on his inline skating dance moves. So with that, it is going to be Litzy, your turn.
All right, I'm going to hit Topher with my nunchucks. 14 to hit, but I'm going to use another luck point. Natural one.
You have another luck point.
I'm going to use another luck point. I'm not going to accept that. That's not okay. It's not okay. Another 14.
Unfortunately, all three of these. So your hat kind of kicks in and helps you with these luck points, even though it's your lucky feet that's helping. And you try to like hit him with your nunchucks, and he just keeps swinging out of your way and like goes, "Ooh, yeah, you can't touch this." And then anyway, and with that, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
With that, it will be Blink, your turn.
Okay, so I'm going to try to hit him with Flame Seed again.
Okay, roll to hit.
15.
A 15 meets beats.
Okay,
So
awesome.
yes.
Awesome. And then, so that's going to be 11 fire damage. Because
Okay.
last time I forgot to add, I also have, as a wildfire spirit, I also have Soul Bond.
Oh, nice.
So my stats are increased by Blink's proficiency. So I actually get +3 to attack and damage, and an extra +1 from my brother Mark. So so 11 fire damage.
So as you deal this 11 damage to Topher, his mullet completely immerses in fire. And go ahead and describe for me how you would like to... his life is in your hands, so go ahead and
Okay.
tell me how you'd like to deal
Awesome.
this final blow.
So I hit him with Flame Seed. His mullet bursts into flames. He freaks out, tries to roller skate away, but his roller skates start melting, and so then he trips and goes headfirst right into a huge knot in one of the trees that's making fun of him that's open, and his head goes flying in there, and he dies. And he's hanging there, yeah.
And he is sufficiently on fire and sufficiently dead. The creatures who are in the trees are like, "Oh, bro, the artist formerly known as Giant is not going to be happy about this one." And magically, the roller skates that were on Topher's feet disappear. And with that, we are out of initiative. There is a dead troll in the tree. Who is roller skateless, and you have the Dragonborn covered in roses, and she's looking so relieved that you guys are here. But with that, that is where we're going to end our session. My name is Cade, and I'm the host and dungeon master of this Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition adventure, and I am joined here by the players to my left.
Mason, playing Look Here.
Brooklyn playing Litzy.
Danny playing Tess.
Caden playing Blink.
All right. Go ahead and leave us a review if you haven't yet, because it really helps us out on Apple Podcasts and all the other with our rankings. And thank you so much for being a listener to Knocked Prone. We are so grateful for our many fans out there, and we hope that you remember when life knocks you flat on your back, all you got to do is keep rolling, and we hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. You all level up.
Oh!
Sheesh!